Welcome to the WAFA 4th edition. Listen, the past 3 editions were epic. So now we're in the 4th one. We have different protagonists, like super duper riders, like the likes of John is here, the likes of Isaac's the experience, the likes of Toki are here.
Yeah.
So you can expect the fire.
Yeah. No, really looking forward to the show that we're absolutely going to have today. Very, very much excited, and we've got heavy hitters rolling up to the start here.
You know, I could sense the confidence, and I can still sense the confidence of proud beginners. They brought their big guns.
They brought a full team.
They brought not only a team, full top riders.
Yeah.
I mean, just the presence of Jan and Isaac.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people that don't know Jan, I mean, he's been in the cycling industry for quite a number of years, racing elite. So he's very talented.
Yeah, I know. Super duper. And anyway, there we go. The WAFA 4th edition starts. You can see we are passing through Mall of the South.
Yeah.
And there it starts. The confidence of Jan and Isaac.
Yeah.
There they go, boom, fire. Jan, we all know that Jan is working Isaac is working for Jan.
Yes.
We all know that. And earlier on, Toki and Brian tried to go through to break away. But again, the intelligence of Mazola knows who to target.
Yes.
He did not follow Thokozani. He followed the action of Jan and Isaac.
Yeah, we saw Isaac launching Jan at the first kilometer. So they're tapering off now, seeing that the chase has ensued. So the race is on at the moment.
The race is on. You can see the guys have brought Thokozani back, and the ever-present Tony from Vukani. I like this man. This man knows his numbers. And there again goes Thokozani. He launches again. And I hope that he's there with another experience. Lutando Kaka.
Yeah. So
it's another full... Dude, I feel we are watching UEFA here. I feel like there's Ronaldo's, there's Messi's here, there's... what kind of this young boy who's scoring goals? The one with the long hair.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got big stars here.
Yeah, we've got big stars, man.
Yeah. So so we've got Lutando Kaka increasing the pace, being followed by Isaac at the moment. You'll see
Brian.
A trend. Yeah, Brian is trying to chase here.
Brian is trying, but I mean, this is Brian's team.
Yes.
This is Brian's team.
Yeah.
But again, I think Isaac is going to be doing the safeguarding.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he knows that he's not really a climber for the upcoming segment of the comp.
Yeah,
he just wants to neutralize and make sure that no one goes.
Yeah, we saw Isaac there not pulling through with Lutando and letting him do all the work. So I think right now we've got Brian and Isaac that are just going to sit on Lutando's wheel at the moment, and they're not going to come through.
And you see Lutando's tapping his elbows, like, guys, come through. But those guys are not going to play with him.
Yeah, I mean, the reason for that is the main man is in the peloton at the moment.
He's not going to play. That's the tactic of cycling. You know, You don't have to play with it. This is the one part where if you don't play with another kid, you are allowed to do that. Like your mommy once said, no, you need to play with other children. No.
You're taking me back to when I was a kid, Donald.
Yes. And there goes Ronnie from ECC.
Yeah.
Ronnie's forever working hard. You know, he's always taking his chances and trying to work for his teammates. And there Ronnie goes again. Remember, we are still a bit far towards the com segment. And behind him is the Sampara, Thokozani.
Yeah. So,
experience.
He used to be with Aluwani.
Yeah.
And now he's with Sampara
Back
Cycling.
to Sampara.
Yeah.
So now, let's see what happens. I'm actually excited. I know Ronnie knows that he's not really a climber. And guess what? On the day, Lutando Kaka brought this young man. We just didn't get his name of the day.
Yes.
But he brought this young man who also is coming to contend. I think that he's there for the com. Let's see if he'll make it.
I mean, let's talk about the teams that are currently here
Yeah.
in totality.
I mean, with this shot, you can see Vaki there. You can see, I don't know where Tau is. I don't know if Tau still rides for...
I think he's an independent rider.
I think he's an independent rider.
Yeah.
We can see...
Sviso
from
Fugani.
Fugani. There you can see London. There you can see Sbuda, and Jan is still there.
Yeah.
You can see Tlotlo in the midst of things. You can see Mrambula right there in the midst of things. You can see... And there's almost elites also there. You know... you can see...
that's Henk,
Henk
the shot there.
from Soshanguve.
Yes. We've also got Mo from Abakweli.
From Abakweli. And there are attacks. There's another attack. I think there's just a breach. Jan is preparing himself to slingshot something that I don't think these guys know. I mean, you see, there's one thing about Jan.
Yeah.
Jan is a confident rider.
No, he shows it in the way he rides, eh?
This guy knows. You see, when you know your strength, you ride according to your strength. You don't wait for people to do things then and then you must follow. They'll follow you. And there goes Tlutlo, trying to keep it hard.
Yeah, I mean, on
In
his
the
wheel
front.
is Ronnie. So, I mean, potentially you could be trying to launch Ronnie here to go for the segment.
Yeah, well, I know Ronnie's not really a climber. He's not a guy that would go. I think they're just trying to keep it hard to make sure that by the time we get up the com, you know, we should have burned a bit of energy.
Yeah.
At least guys should have been in the red a bit.
So
imagine if you go up there and with full tanks, you know, now you're gonna bring all the teams, you know. So you really want to make sure that by the time, because remember from the start until com, it's quite a short distance.
Yes.
It's not a lot.
I think it's about 12 kilometers.
It's about 12. So you want to make sure that 12 kilometers.
There Jan goes now. Jan attacks.
Yeah.
Look at this man go. He looks like a small little rocket, just going.
You know when they say dynamites come in small packages, they are talking about Jan. Jan launches. No one responds.
Absolutely no one could respond here.
No one could respond. I think for me, two things. It's either they are saying the bunch is sitting and laughing and say, Hannah will catch him.
Yeah.
Which they are taking a very fair chance. Or it was beyond. You know, no one could respond.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, seeing the pace was quite high, being set by ECC's Tlotlo. When Jan attacked, I don't think anyone else could follow.
Yeah. So the plan almost worked, but I mean, you see those legs. Jan's got a lot of power there.
Yeah.
I mean, Jan could easily clock over 700 watts, you know, and keep it for over a period of time. So yeah, you see there again, Ronnie trying to chase. But guess who's behind Ronnie? It's Isaac.
Isaac's marking here.
Isaac is the marksman.
And that's the trend we've been seeing since the beginning of this ride.
In fact, the beginning of the year. I've seen Jan and Isaac over a period of time in the past races, how they've been working together. And I like the fact that Isaac understands his role.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And Jan can rely on Isaac.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that a lot of teams don't do. It's riding according to your strength. If you understand your strength, then you can strategize better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want you now, the next thing me and Eugene going in, the next thing there, boom. There, Tao is trying to come in. And oh, by the way, Tao is riding, you know, remember Sia?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually Sia's old bike.
Oh, is
that
it?
track, yes, that's Sia's
okay.
old bike. So, there we go. So we have Tao pulling. We've got Ronnie and we've got Isaac.
Yeah, it seems like Jan has about 11 seconds ahead of the chasing group.
They can see him.
Yeah, they can definitely see him. And I mean, we've got Shoni here pulling.
And Buddha sitting just behind comfortably. And who's that?
That's Mkolisi from Almost Elite.
Almost Elite present. Eugene, where were you?
Yeah, man, no, we were
you?
preparing for Cape Town here, so unfortunately couldn't
anyway, you were the cameraman, so
absolutely
it's fine. No issues.
Yeah. I mean, back to the ride. Lots of experience in this shot here. I mean, we've got Sbu, who was with 189 Exchange last year.
Yeah.
We've got Stay from Bahati.
The champ.
Stay the champ.
The champ. Stay has been growing strength to strength. You know, I'm really impressed with Stay. and I'm happy for his improvement. Again, Jan is still in the front,
Yeah.
maintaining, and I think Jan can start smelling the com.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can start smelling. You can start even smell the flavor if the com has got a bit of peach or orange, because it's getting closer and closer to the com, and the guys are really, really, really trying to. And I don't know, if you look at Jan, is Jan suffering or is Jan smiling?
I think he's smiling. The man is enjoying himself.
Ah, come on. There's one part of it. There's another way of enjoying.
I think he just enjoys the pain.
If you look at Jan and you look at the Peloton, you
Yes.
can see the difference in the face. Jan is smiling. The guys at the back are serious, and you can see that their wattage, they are really putting high numbers right there.
Yeah.
Guess who's in the front? The ever working.
I'm more interested on who's sitting second wheel there. We've got Tim, who's also marking moves here for Jan. And I think, I think they're trying to slow down the pace at the moment. You can see there's 3 proud beginner riders, and I think Rembula is the one that notices the pace has dropped. So, I mean, perfect
He tries to
opportunity
go,
for him.
but he constantly looks back, looking for one of his riders, but no one comes from ECC. Let's see. Again, guess who brings him back?
It's Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, so I mean, Tim with the whistle.
From Proud Beginners. And who's in front? Proud Beginners.
Yeah, so I mean,
the guys from Proud Beginners, I think they've got a plan.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a rider in each of the groups that are in this ride right now. They've got one rider in the front, and they've got Tim who's marking moves here at the back.
And guess who's coming there? The 3 boys from
Azlal Nawe.
Yeah. They are there. I think they're also trying to take a few chances. And Mazola is there. Ronnie is there. I don't know if... It seems like the guys are starting to feel the pain.
I think they're feeling the pain.
Still, guess who's coming? Oh my God, Thokozani.
Toki pulls through. And Mazola realizes that this is the perfect wheel to follow.
Yeah.
Seeing that the pace has significantly dropped from the Peloton.
And it is only Thokozani who can bring or can actually close that gap.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy in the caliber of Thokozani, Thokozani is one of the best climbers that there is. So Mazola is sitting in the right wheel with Tebza and the guys from Asidlali Nawe. And guess again who's there? Tim from Proud Beginners. Proud Beginners have a plan.
No, they've got a clear plan.
They've got a plan.
It's very evident.
And they are really, really, really... we're at 600 meters to come.
Yes. So not too far from the line. He keeps looking back to see how far the gap is. Yeah.
The guys are closing the gap, but I think it's... the com is it's a touch away.
I think he sealed it at this point. I think Jan has won
smiling. Jan is smiling. For me, it's a done deal. As soon as Jan passes that guy walking there, you'll start seeing the com.
I think the guys at the back here are just fighting for second at this point. And there's just minor places up for grabs. There, Jan is about to cross the King of the Mountains line, and he will be crowned King of the Mountains at the end of the ride.
No, congratulations to Jan.
Well done. Superb ride, and I think perfectly well timed.
Even Mazola can see that. That was a brilliant attack. I mean, you have the likes of Mazola, you've got the likes of Thokozani, and when I go and compete with those guys up a hill, you might as well have started early.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the frustration on Mazola there. And there you have it, your winner for the King of the Mountain, Jan Manchau from Proud Beginners Cycling Club.
Thank you very much, Jan. Well done. So after the com, obviously everybody will stop, regroup, and then now we are going to the second segment, which is the sprint. I don't know what's going to happen.
Nobody knows what's going to happen.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I've got Sfiso here, and I think these two actually race together in the VAs, so they'll know each other. And I mean, unfortunately, Sfiso suffered a puncture going up to the com, so it would have been very nice to see what he could do, to challenge Jan. Yeah.
But the nice thing about WAFA, we got 3 chances.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing. You see, any other race out there, you've got 1 chance. If you miss it, you lose. But here, you've got a chance. 1, if you don't win the com, the winner will still wait for you and say, let's start
again.
Go,
yeah.
Let's start
afresh.
Let's start afresh.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited to see. I've never seen Usbu in doing WAFA. I'm quite excited, and so we'll see how it goes when we are going towards the sprint.
Right. So I mean, we're rolling from the King of the Mountains at the moment, and it's nice to see a lot of guys who came to support the ride here. So it's really, really nice.
Yeah, so everybody's back again, regrouped. I'm happy for Jan. I'm happy for Proud Beginners. Now
there's a move off the front.
There's a move in the front.
Yeah,
that's Brian in there. Proud Beginners again. I think there's Mazola in there as well.
And I think Sfiso
is there as well. So let's see what is at play here. Let's see what is at play.
I think it's too early for a move.
And Thokozani as well is there.
Yes.
Yeah, I also think that it's early. I mean, you have when you get to the T-junction, going down that downhill, turning left again past the cheese factory. Yeah. That's quite fast. So, and if Peloton is way faster, on downhills and flats.
Yes.
So for me, in places like this, I would not want to initiate a breakaway, because it's for me still early days. I would play it around Suikerbos.
Okay.
That would be a perfect time.
So they've got 4 seconds, which is a very small gap, right? I mean, very, very much bridgeable. And I think we've got Freddie there. That's the one pulling in the peloton.
Freddie's a new signing of ECC. So let's hope that he will assist the team in achieving their goals for 2024. There again, Freddie bringing the peloton all over back, and bringing these guys back. Again, who's in the just after Freddie is
Isaac. Proud Beginners.
Ronnie.
Stay.
The champ. So you can understand that and we're talking big names here.
Yeah. These are not just your average weekend warriors.
But these are
races.
manga guys. These are races. These are races.
And I mean, they experience races.
Very experienced races. I like Ste's work ethic. I like Isaac's confidence. You can see the experience that Isaac brings in the Proud Beginner setup.
I think Toki here is feeling a bit bad for not winning the com, and I think he's trying to
hurt the guys.
tear this race apart. Because you can see he's trying to increase the pace here with Sfiso trying to close to his wheel. Yeah,
everybody's still there, and guess who's there? Almost elites.
Yeah, I think well positioned. And I mean, we've got Abakweli here as well, who've brought Mo. And I mean, this was great preparation for Cape Town Cycle Tour, which was a week before.
Yeah, I would like to see. I only see. It's only one rider from Soshanguve.
I think there's 2. There's London.
Oh yeah,
London. As well as Hank.
Oh, London and Hank. Yes, you're right. Yes, London and Hank. Hank, I see Hank is trying to come to the front, and hopefully he would. But I think for me, an opportunity for them was in the com. I still feel that London is a good climber. I think it was just an issue of positioning.
Yes.
For me, and positioning plays a critical part. But let's see. Hopefully that Soshanguve might just get the sprint. We don't know. I'm hoping that they do.
Let's see.
I'm hoping that they do. So everybody's back together. Toki's been brought back. Ronnie's here. Stair the champ is there with his beautiful Specialized. And Brian is there. Again, you can see that the Proud Beginners is trying to dictate this race. They're always in the front.
Always in control.
Yeah, always in control. They want to see what's happening, whatever moves are happening, so that they know what to do. And you can see the marksman is actually Isaac. I think by now it's quite clear that the marksman is Isaac.
There's a few drags that are upcoming here. Just talking about the route. So a few drags, a little bit of downhill here and there. The riders are going to take a left turn towards Cheese Factory. In which case the wind is going to change actually.
Yeah. There goes an attack from Isaac. Isaac is trying to keep it hard. And you can see, for me, Isaac's physique tells me that this is his type of terrain. He doesn't want too big climbs.
Yes.
But,
These short little climbs.
These are the type of climbs that he likes. And you can see his plan is not to win this thing. He just wants to put some pain.
He just wants to make it hard.
He just wants to make it hard.
Make it a hard day for the guys.
And make sure that Jan is well rested. Yeah. Again, so you can see ECC is really trying hard to be in the front and also dictate. But you've got experience of Thokozani.
Yeah.
Thokozani can read any situation and can respond differently. Yeah. And that's the thing that experience does. They can see your intentions from far and they can counter it.
Yes. So I think he's realizing that maybe this is a good move to go with.
Yeah.
Because Jan gets to sit at the back and maybe he can work with Jan's teammate here.
And I think Jan and Thokozani have ridden together, I think, for some time, years back. So again, they meet again. Different teams. Sampada versus Proud Beginners. Wow, my man, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm actually excited for the big guns. Mazola's trying to bridge over. Again, Mazola's experience, but Mazola's been riding for over 10
Mazola's
years.
got really, really good racecraft.
Yeah.
And I think he's just going to pass them at the moment.
Very confident rider.
And, is this a solo move he's trying to make?
We don't
By
know.
leaving his two breakaway compatriots? There's Isaac calling him.
What are you doing?
We're supposed to be working together.
Catch me if you can. Yeah, I mean, that's what we want to see. And you can understand that. Imagine the likes of Mazola and these other upcoming riders in the Peloton.
Yes.
How all that experience will just rub off.
Yeah. We will speak with about the other riders that are yet to come. So, I mean, at the moment, Mazola is leading. He's the leading rider, being chased by Isaac as well as Toki.
Yeah. And then the Peloton, looking at them, I'm not sure what is the Peloton thinking.
I think they're relaxing. I think
that's
they
the
realize they realize that it's too far to go.
Yeah.
So they don't want to burn any unnecessary energy, just as maybe Mazola is doing here.
But would Mazola have the energy to if ever, let's say he's got a 1 minute gap, to keep it until the sprint? Nah.
I think he needs a few more riders.
Yeah, I think he needs a few more. I also agree. He needs a few more riders. I mean, those rolling hills going towards Sekerbos, that's no child's play.
Yeah.
That the drag and where there's a squatter camp on the right hand, that drag, it's no child's play.
It gets quite windy there as well.
Yeah. And then you're looking into, now you are going towards Sekerbos, those few drags, and then when you turn right towards Mayerton. So those areas don't want you to be alone. At least 5 riders. It gives you enough time to rest. Everybody is doing his bit in the front.
So here I think the riders are experiencing a little bit of a tailwind, being pushed from the back. Shoni. The ever-present Shoni.
Shoni and Jan. And the young man from Xfinity. And just behind him is Lutando Kaka. London.
We've got George here. We haven't spoken about George.
I think George has been quiet. The captain, just sitting in the mist, watching this young. Maybe he's second. He's gonna work in the second half of the race.
Yeah.
Maybe just close to the sprint. And there's Tumishang.
Oh yes, that's another rider from Abakweli, alongside Mo.
Tumishang with his beautiful track. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
So let's see if Bakweli's got a plan. Again, there's
Pete.
Tumo
Pete here.
From Vaki. So it seems like the leaders have got a 6-second gap, and there's a few people have dropped already.
Yeah, so I mean, with 71 Ks to go, and these guys that have already dropped, it's gonna be a long, hard day for them.
Dude, we're less than 30 kilometers into the ride, and already guys are starting to suffer. Guys are starting to look at their chains. They're starting to press the shifters as if like they want more gears. This thing is tough.
No, cycling is hard, but it's fun. They
don't call it WAFA for nothing.
It's a beautiful day out. I think it's probably the best and perfect conditions that we could ask for in the south. the wind is behaving a little bit, so we don't see any strong headwinds or crosswinds affecting the peloton at the moment.
Yep, this is a beautiful shot from the back. You can see the guys right in the front. There's a chasing bunch in the middle, and then the main peloton trying to. But I think when we turn left towards the cheese factory, I think the gap would be.
There's an attack. I think that's Lutando Kaka trying to bridge. So I mean, he's putting his head down. He wants to be involved in the action up front.
Yeah, I mean, I would want to be in that front. I mean, those are big names in the front.
Yeah,
those are big names. I'm not saying the guys here in the back are not, but the guys in the front are big names. I mean, you've got the likes of Isaac in front. I mean, this is a flat turning left. It's a bit flat, rolling hills. That's Isaac's terrain.
Absolutely.
That's Isaac's terrain. So you want a guy like that.
Yeah.
To be pulling and working in the front, So one needs to be very smart.
Yeah. So the guys are gonna take a left turn here towards the cheese factory, and I think there's a couple of riders up front.
Yeah.
And
there's a crash.
There's a crash.
But no, nothing serious. I think just timing, and a bottle fell. But again, majority of the peloton is here. No major issues.
Yeah, I mean.
And behind again we have another rider, Palavoski. They call him Palavoski. How do you pronounce it? Yeah, it was Paddy.
Paddy. Yes,
I think Paddy will work for me. From Proud Beginners.
I love his position on the bike. Yeah, I mean he's got his back flat, horizontal to the ground. Really, really aerodynamic.
You can see when someone did a bike setup.
Absolutely.
You can see.
That is just buy a bike and half on it.
You can see that bike was adjusted correctly for him to fit. Again, so Mazola was brought back. He's brought back. So it's Mazola. Tlotlo coming to the front. He's going to do a bit of work. Mazola says, okay, go my boy. Let me rest a bit.
Yeah, so he's in the puppy pose position now.
And guess who comes again to the front?
There's PBC is also marking Toki, who's trying to get a free ride.
Yeah. So Toki's been. I'm not sure if Toki is trying to make moves or Toki is bringing people back. I'm not really sure what was. He's a lone soldier.
I think he's anticipating. I mean, yeah. To your point, I think he's anticipating the good breakaways that are gonna go, and perhaps maybe choosing to sit out the bad breakaways where he knows that they're not gonna stay away.
Right. Again, it's Toki in the front. There's a potential breakaway happening. It's about 2 seconds or 3 seconds now. Hopefully it will grow. We have 4 riders braking again. Ronnie comes to the front, try and drop the pace.
Yeah.
So that
and Marksman, look at him chilling at the back here, just enjoying the view from the back.
Guess who comes to the front? Tumishang comes to the front. The confidence of Tumisang when his fitness is there.
I love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, the confidence of Tumisang when things are going well. Please have some camera time. Come to the front and say hi to everybody who will be watching WAFA on YouTube. You did your bit. Thank you very much.
There's PBC again.
It's another rider from PBC. My word. Purity brought a full house. I think they came with a bus.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a 60-seater bus. Because every time you see it's PBC in the front.
In the move, yes.
It's in the front. Right, so let's hope that by end of the day, all their plans. I mean, plan 1 worked already.
Absolutely, they won the comp.
So plan 1 worked. So whatever they're doing so far, it's working.
I think it's really up to Vugani here to do a lot of the chasing, seeing that they missed the split. In the front, there's ECC in total. There's Toki, who's a long rider, as well as Brian, who's in the front. So, I mean, I think Isaac is just here to just drop the pace.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
I would love to see Sfiso and Hloni together.
Yeah.
Like riding together next to one another. Because when you do that, communication is proper.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you know what to say to him. No, don't
increase
go.
the pace.
There's London again. This is one man who went running the whole neighborhood looking for his fitness. He couldn't find it.
But I think he's found
But
it.
now he found it.
He found it.
He
And a
knew,
lot of
he
it.
knows, he found it. We are currently at 39, just under 40 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, so it's been a very fast start from get-go. And remember, there's been a climb.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the pace, I think, is quite high here. London is basically stringing out the whole peloton here, making it quite fast.
No, I'm happy to see London. There's one thing about WAFA. WAFA will take you out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't come here and you say, listen, I just sit till 90 kilometers and I'll see in the front if ever I can take a match. Yeah, there's no... Guys here are riding.
Yes.
You could think that the peloton is just go and then boom, an attack.
An attack goes.
An attack goes. So here, guys are not calculative. Guys are just taking risks. And here's the front. Oh, Term in the front. Two proud beginners, Term and Brian and Toki.
Do you think it's wise for Toki to be pulling through here? Because I think it's really proud beginners that should be working.
I mean, it's a confidence and the confidence that Toki has.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm assuming that Toki understands that, listen, I might not be a sprinter, but I would rather go and try at least compete with two guys versus having a full peloton of the likes of you guys. You look at guys with big thighs like Isaac. You can see there a lot of wattage there.
He isn't close, trying to bridge through.
Another guy with big thighs. You know what I'm saying? Mko can just give us just over 1,000 watts. You can see Mko's working so hard to bridge.
Yeah.
And guess who's sitting in there?
Isaac. Marksman. The marksman.
Isaac is becoming a problem child.
I think there's a lot of dysfunction going on in the group here, with no clear team willing to come to the front and work, and that's why we're having a lot of these attacks where almost elites and he's also trying to bridge. Isaac trying to get a free ride, and I think in the group there's just a lot of discussion in terms of work ethic here and workload.
And that's one of the problems, Eugene, is that when you are a team in a peloton and you're not riding together, when I say riding together is that when you are not next to your team member, you can never strategize.
Yeah,
the one is in the front, the one is in the middle, the one is in the back.
Yeah.
So you don't know whether you should say this one, you go, I'll stay.
I mean,
it's always advisable to
unfortunately, we don't have race radios here, so I mean, it would be very interesting to see how the race would plan out if there were race radios.
Maybe in the future. In the future.
So there's been a change in the front group here with Tim falling off the back and Isaac taking his place after hitchhiking from Bose, seemingly a little bit tired after trying to bridge that.
I must say, for the first time I see Tim riding the way he's riding.
Yeah.
You know, I'm forever following these races and driving behind different groups within races. And I normally see where the guys are positioned in races. But to see Tim in the front, bridging and bringing back attack.
And he's playing his role quite well here. We know job. Tim for being a climber, but he's here on the flat, making moves.
What I was talking about, you can see ECC riders, 3 of them in the front. You can see Tlotlo, you can see Freddy, and you can see just behind Ronnie. That's what I'm talking about. You want your team members to be together so that if ever there's anything that you need to say,
yes,
it's very next to you. You know what I'm saying? And we see even in the Tour de France how guys are always behind one another because you also want to sit behind the wheel that you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, there, Freddy putting in the work.
Look at him put the power down.
Followed by Tlotlo and another independent rider. There's also one guy that used to ride for...
I think that's Tabiso.
Is that Tabiso? All right, that's so, Tabiso. Yeah. Used to ride also for Asitlali. And then Ronnie, Anders, Ter the Champ, and Hank. And then Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie. The captain of Proud Beginners.
Maybe he's the one calling the shots here, I think.
He is the chief strategist.
Yes.
He just wrote the strategy down and said, I'm going to watch the thing unfold. Tlotlo again in the front. Tlotlo's been a lot in the front, trying to keep this thing hot. I don't know if there's a plan of ECC, but I would have liked to also see Mrembula behind Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? Mrembula's nowhere to be seen. Mazola is there. Unfortunately, there's one guy that we're missing here. It's Vinny.
Yeah, unfortunately, Vinny couldn't be here.
Yeah.
But I think, he's got good enough representatives.
Yeah, no. I mean, Vinny had a family funeral the same weekend. So
There, Jan goes again now.
Jan goes again. Jan's attacks materialized and they last.
Yeah.
Jan
So
doesn't
every
attack
time-
and then they
exactly.
bring him back. When he attacks, he can stay
go-
there for 5 minutes.
They go all the way. So he's going to join Brian as well as Isaac in front here.
3 proud beginners. What is, I'm really happy.
Look at him saying, let's rotate, guys, and let's go forth. Hey, he's marshalling his troops here to
But that's
work.
what you want. I mean, that's what you want.
Yes.
That's the only way that a breakaway can last.
Can survive, yeah.
Can survive. You know what I'm saying? But the Peloton is not that far. He's really trying to push them. Brian, again, the way Brian is riding right now, you've got a 9-second gap. The guys are in about 35 kilometers in already. So, again, a wealth of experience. By the way, did you see Brian's Strava numbers?
Yeah,
last year?
man, did he not do, I think, 50,000 kilometers for the year?
Brian sleeps on top of the bike.
Which is exceptional.
Yo, my man, I think the best I've done was 15,000.
Yeah. So, I
15.
mean, you need to wake up every morning.
No, Brian
And
sleeps
ride
on top
your
of the
bike.
bike. No. I guess also in his dream he rides, and those numbers just happen to also end up at Strava.
Oh, that's immense dedication. So, I mean, you spoke about this part of the route here. We're approaching the squatters, and I think it does get a little bit windy.
Yeah, there's a drag.
And I think and as well as a little bit of a drag. And I think judging from the way these guys are riding, it seems like the wind is coming from their left shoulder.
The two protagonists again are there in the front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brian just dropped off, and then it's Jan and Isaac.
You've got the leader and the helper
Exactly.
in front here.
In the front.
And
Those two are doing excellent. I think that's
Mazola.
Mazola trying to, because he understands, and then Mazola managed to breach. I don't know if Mazola bringing them back or he wants to be part of the breakaway. But I think he was just bringing them back. And there they've dropped the pace.
I think they're going to allow themselves to be caught here.
Yeah, but with the way that Jan is riding, he could launch another attack anytime soon.
I wouldn't be surprised with that
I
happening.
wouldn't be surprised. So
I see George is communicating something there at the back.
Yeah, Ron is also trying to come. To try. You can see Mazola is very lonely. He misses Vinny. But it is what it is. There
And
again.
He's going to have Ronnie for company. And I think along with him is bringing a very powerful rider, Lutando Kaka. Coming along with one of his teammates as well as ever-present Hloni.
Hloni, the man who masters and understands numbers and wattage. I guess who comes and bridges? Jan. I told you. Jan doesn't want to leave opportunities lying around. And Mazola also tries to breach and tries to come in. This is a very dangerous breakaway.
This is very dangerous.
If this materializes, this can work.
I think this
can
break,
go.
the composition of this break actually discourages the peloton to try and bring it back. I mean, Lutando Kaka alongside Awelani from Xinity Velokaya.
Yeah. I'm actually happy for Lutando Kaka for bringing in such young talent.
Yes, I think it's needed.
It's needed. I mean, this, my man, you can go to any university. This is an opportunity of a lifetime to be riding in the midst of Jan, Hloni, Mazola. That's a wealth of experience right there.
Yeah.
You know what
I probably think the younger guys, coming into the sport and they're talented, could benefit from riding WAFA.
A lot. A lot. I mean, WAFA doesn't put people in different group ages.
Yes.
They say, listen, you feel strong.
So, I mean, how often do you get to ride with the elite guys in SA Pro Cycling? Not very often.
Not often. And especially riders of, and guess who comes in also? This has been a very quiet man. Pete.
Very quiet, very humble.
But a very strong rider.
But very strong.
Very strong rider. Guess who's trying to drop now? Isaac. You say Isaac is no longer pedaling. just sitting. If you want to bridge, you can bridge.
Yeah.
I've got Jan in the front. It's okay. I'm alright. I know he can do the job.
I see probably beginners are blocking.
A full probably beginners contingent.
Yeah. So George, Tim, and Paddy just blocking, dropping the pace, making it look like they're setting pace, but I think it's a false tempo.
It's a false tempo. I also agree. Brilliant work. I need to give George and his team. I don't know. You guys can't see me, but I'm giving you guys so far standing ovation. I just do that.
And I can see him stand.
Yeah. Just from the start until now, you guys are doing a brilliant job.
I think
but the things can change.
Smart from London, I think, just noticing that the pace is dropping and just getting to the front and giving it his all.
Hank just behind London. Again, Chokozani.
He's been very active, eh?
He's been very active. It's just that I'm saying I'm trying to really understand what he's trying to do, or is he just there to keep it hard? He's not working for anybody. He's just keeping it hard.
Sfiso tries to go with him.
Yeah, so Sfiso is a very strong rider.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
I would have really loved to see Sfiso sitting or communicating with Shoni.
Yeah.
I would have really loved to see that. I think those two guys, if they would ride together next to one another, it would. There again, you have the ever-present Sbuda with the Bianchi.
Yeah. So Sbu is probably the rider that could go for the sprint.
Yeah.
I think he's come second twice in the sprint. So I think he's the one that's maybe missing in the front here, and I think he's trying to catch a ride with Stay
pulling,
who interestingly has beat in the front. So I think he's trying to bridge through, but not try and bring a lot of riders with him.
There again, Sfiso tries to bring. You can see there is no coordination between the Peloton guys. Are scattered.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what these guys are trying to do. Like that, like everybody's trying to take a chance. But it's not materializing.
I think in the absence of very big teams, I think that's probably the dynamic that happens where there's very little control in the peloton. Yeah. The big team that is there, they are well represented up front. They've got their main man Jan in this breakaway, which is a very, very powerful breakaway. I don't think you should take that for granted.
It is.
Just to recap, we've got Beat, who's pulling in front. We've got Mazola from ECC. Jan, the main man, as well as Lutando Kaka.
My man, and you got Shoni.
We've got Shoni.
My man, you just mentioned 5 big names in this WAFA.
Yeah.
Any one of these guys can take this.
And they're from different teams.
This is what I want to see.
Yes.
This is the diversity I want to see in a breakaway. You know what I'm saying? Because we know for sure that all these guys are hungry lions right now.
Yeah.
These are hungry lions. See how far the thing is. Again, other guys are trying to chase. Yes. Tau, Sfiso, and Isaac.
But I think it's quite hard for Tao here because I don't think the two guys will be pulling with him. Isaac has a man. Sfiso's got a man in front. So I think it's really up to him to try and bring it back.
Yes, no, you're right. And I'm happy that the wheel that Sfiso got, the replacement wheel. So Sfiso is in the action now. So I'm hoping that that breakaway stays. I would really like to see who would. If I look, who would? I would bet between. I wouldn't know. I'm trying to call. I almost tried to, but I think
I think that's hard.
That's a hard one to call.
I think next time we should probably try and have Wafa on Betway or Hollywood Bets to see what kind of money people can make and try to guess who's gonna win.
That can work because you'll have 3 chances.
Yeah.
You can bet in the com segment. You can bet in the sprint and in the overall. So yes, Tautona, Tauyajuta, right there in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
I would love to see Tau in a team, not as an independent rider. I think Tau has got a wealth of experience. He's trying to say, let's rotate. But Isaac,
I don't think
very tactful.
I don't think they will come through.
No. Isaac's like, yeah.
They're just gonna sit on Tao.
Tlotlo again in the front with Thokozani and London.
So this is the second chase group on the road.
That's the second chase group, yes. Tlotlo's trying to catch, but I think the terrain, it needs about 6 people.
Beautiful shot.
That's another beautiful shot. You can see
that
them.
was there on the left hand side.
So the third is closing the second.
Yeah.
So the breakaway is still there. So far, Tlut has been also very active in the front, bridging and working hard for ECC.
I'm impressed with the London's riding here.
Yeah. For someone who was knocking in different doors looking for his fitness, that's the joy of having found your fitness.
Yeah, you can be in breakaway moves.
You can be in breakaway and you
and
can even initiate them.
Yeah.
The confidence. There's nothing that is nice where it's when you have your fitness here and you've got your experience here. Because London is very experienced.
So looking at the way they're riding, I think you can clearly tell there's a crosswind from the left
to the right.
To right. So they're riding in this echelon formation. Again,
in the front, you have a bit of pro beginners, almost elites, ECC, Hank there as well.
Sosha.
And Soshanguve, and
Zalnawe.
And Mto! Mto is also another proud beginner.
Oh, George blowing us a kiss there.
Thank you, George.
I think
that's what happens.
This plan is coming together nicely.
That's what happens when things are working. There's someone dropping at the back there.
We have a few casualties at this
No,
point.
we've got a lot of, no, not a few. It's a lot of casualties. Did you see when we started the A bunch?
Yeah.
From Red Flay until now, guys have dropped. There.
The guys are having fun here. I think they're just enjoying the ride at the back.
Another Vukani rider sitting with
Mrembula.
Mrembula at the back. I don't know what Mrembula saying, but he's talking to someone in the car. No.
Maybe getting time gaps, maybe.
Yeah, but even if you would get a time back, sitting at the back, what you gonna do? Even if they say, okay, it's 30 seconds for you to come from the back to the front, it's another 5 seconds. So when people say 30, you've got 35. So again, you see, you have Lutando.
I think there's riders missing here. I mean, Mazola and Jan are not in this group anymore. So I think they may have attacked this front group, leaving Beat, Hloni, and Lutando Kaka. So we've got Mongezi as well here, who wasn't really officially part of the ride. I think he just joined.
He just saw the
one.
the breakaway and he just went for it.
Yeah, it looks like fun joining these riders.
Well, it's
so I mean, let's talk about who's missing here.
It's Mazola. And Jan.
So I think Jan decided, nope, it's time to leave this group and venture on his own and see how far he can get.
But where's Mazola? Is he in the front or
There's Mazola. I think he's in between. So he's the solo chaser trying to go for Jan at this point.
So Jan went.
Jan has launched himself again.
My word. Where does Jan get this energy? I think next time we need to start doing some tests now. Can't be attacking.
I think it's just pure talent and experience.
I guess so. I mean, Jan experience is I mean, he's got years and years in the thing.
There he is. There is solo again, which seems to be the trend in this ride here. Jan in front. Look at him smiling.
Is this guy suffering or smiling? I think the next time I see him, I'm going to ask him.
I think we must call him Jan Smiley Manchao from now on.
This guy will...
Because I think when he's suffering, he's smiling. When he's enjoying it, he's smiling. Oh, look at him.
What a shot.
So he's got 48 seconds on Mazola, 57 seconds on the chase group with Lutando, Kaka, Hloni, and Beat, and almost 2 minutes to the Peloton.
Oh, man. Those guys were going 50, and then boom!
There's a crash.
There's a crash. I think those... what do you call, what's
those rumble strips?
Rumble strips.
So I mean, I think the rumble strips maybe made one of the bottles fall, and the riders came to ground. I mean, it's part of the sport, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You just have to live with it.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. It's really very unfortunate. It gives the guys in a breakaway. So now we know for sure there is only 5 guys in the front.
Yeah. So I think the 5 guys who managed to skip that crash will go for the sprint and contest it.
Yeah.
The rest of the peloton has been neutralized and they'll roll to the sprint.
Yeah.
To see. But I mean, we've got Jan who's still ahead.
Yeah, and chasing, and there you can see the other 5 guys, and that guy that came in back door. Also there. I don't know if Jan is tired.
I think, having been alone for majority of this breakaway attempt, he should be tired.
We are in Mayerton now.
Yeah.
In Mayerton, we are, I think, a few kilometers towards sprint. Jan is still in the front, but you can see the guys, the wolves are chasing.
They're chasing him hard.
They are chasing him, and
they're very close to catching him, because I mean he keeps looking back to see how much energy he should still exert in trying to go for this breakaway of his.
Yeah, there you can see they are bringing him back.
Yeah, I think they're gonna catch him quite.
They're gonna catch.
So 15 kilometers to the sprint, and they're about to take a right turn, heading to Samanco, which is normally a headwind on this part of the ride.
Yeah. Well, and I think at this point, having to ride alone this section,
yeah,
it
won't help.
It's not gonna help. You're gonna just be burning unnecessarily. And here's the guy, the backdoor guy.
Yeah,
you know him. I don't know him. I don't want to know him, because he comes in via backdoor.
No, man. I think he just wants to be part of the fun here.
No, man.
And he's got his clubmate Shoni, who's in the breakaway, smiling at us.
Shoni! I know. Shoni's been having fun. Shoni's been in the front, with Pete in the front, Mazola in the front. And I think so far they have not caught Jan yet.
Yeah, but I think they can maybe smell him within a few meters from him.
Yeah. Shoni says he's done.
He's not. He's been full gas. From
he would have dropped if there was nothing, because these guys are still flying here. I mean, you can see who's in the front. Yeah, that's Lutando Kaka there. You can see Lutando's thigh. It's so big. That's muscles right there. There's one guy that I think can also contest for the sprint. With the right opportunity, this guy can take the sprint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, definitely.
So, for me, Pete can ride. He's a licensed rider. Shoni can ride. He's a licensed rider. So everybody here can take that sprint.
And I mean, we've got Mazola. I think he's won the sprint before, I believe.
Yeah. Mazola has won the sprint. So Mazola is also a very experienced rider. I think right now he's the youngest, but very experienced. Mazola has been riding for over 10 years.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got Shoni, who I think rides VB, VC, depending on the race. Lutando, who rides VA. He previously used to be in Elite. Tumo Beat, he's in VA at the moment, and I think he's achieved very good results in the 2024-2023 season.
Yeah.
And we've got Mazola, who is actually in Elite, which is the highest level of cycling in South Africa.
Yeah. So you can see that's a wealth of experience right there.
Yeah.
So and all these guys are very confident riders. They know how to play the game. They know how to play the cards. They would know when to attack, when not to attack. You know what I'm saying? They know which wheel to follow, which wheel not to follow. So these are guys who are very clued up.
Yeah. Jan has been caught.
There we go. Jan has been caught. I don't know if Jan wanted to be caught, or they caught him, but he just wanted to rest.
I think they let him dangle for a very long time. You could tell that the group wasn't really chasing. They just wanted to let him burn his energy a little bit in the front, which is a good tactic, because Jan can launch another attack after resting in the punch here.
Yeah. Now we are in the street towards sprint.
Yeah, 9.5 kilometers to the sprint. Very exciting to see the guys lining up here and seeing how it's going to play out.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Shoni refueling. Mazola also.
When does it get tactical here? Because, are they just going to roll to the sprint together, or are they going to be a few attacks?
For me, I mean, if you know your strength, I would, if I was in this position and, looking at the wealth of experience that is here, I would take my chances now. I wouldn't want to bring a Mazola or a Lutando or a Jan or a Hloni to a sprint.
Yeah.
You know, my chances are going to be less, but I would rather want to...
I think the cat and mouse games are starting.
Yeah.
The riders just slowly tapping down, seeing who's going to come through, who's going to work. Jan attacks. So this is what I was talking about. After resting for a few minutes, he decides, I need to go alone again, because I don't think he's trusting his sprint against a lot of these guys.
Yeah, so, well, Mazola... there Lutando goes.
Lutando just rolls off the front. I mean, all the guys... four abreast, just watching him go.
So after that cat and mouth of Mazola and Jan, Lutando goes.
I think
well,
he chose.
Does one materialize? I don't know.
He chose his timing very well.
Perfect. That's what I talk about.
You had Beat trying to close to Jan up front,
and the gap is growing.
Yeah, it's increasing.
Now there's a thing. Now if there is no cohesion between the chasing group, then you must know that Lutando can take this one.
Yeah, so he's gonna just tap off a very constant pace here, while the group behind, they're gonna argue about who must bring it back and who must do the work. And he's just gonna sit in front, tap off a nice tempo at threshold maybe, which doesn't look like threshold at this point.
My word, I think that was a brilliant move from Lutando Kaka. You allowed the cats and the mouse to play. We are already 88 kilometers into the race.
Yeah, he's got a more than 30 seconds gap. With
if those guys work together, they'll catch him. If they don't work together, they will not catch him.
Yeah. So we've got Hloni, I think, who's just been sped out from the chase group that has Mazola, Beat, and Jan in it. There they are.
So it is Jan, Beat, and Mazola.
Yeah, there Mazola's coming into shot.
Trying to chase Lutando. Will they catch him?
That is the question. That is the $1 million question.
I doubt. I mean, Lutando can smell.
He can see it, actually.
He can smell the sprint. He can tell us the flavor of the sprint, this guy, now.
Looking at his face, it's been a long, long, hard day.
It's been a long, hard day. He's been in the breakaway for quite some time, So I think he's going to take it. And it's not a sprint anymore. It's just going to be a ride. Like, we thought we'd get some action.
Roll through the line. So right now he's just time trialing himself to the finish line after not even an attack. I think it was just him rolling off the front.
Yeah. I think for me, brilliant move. It does not have to be a sprint.
Yeah. But I think we're gonna get a little bit of a sprint here. He's smiling. He know that he's won the sprint. There's the sprint now.
There he crosses the line. Crosses the line.
There you have it. Lutando Kaka is your sprint winner.
He gets the green jersey. Lutando Kaka from Xfinity Velokaya Cycling. Okay. Well done.
And it resets again.
That's why I said you got 3 opportunities.
Yep.
So 1 for pro beginners, 1 for Xfinity. Mtoa in the front. Proud beginners again. I told you, proud beginners have got a plan.
Yeah, so I mean, they're just trying to set pace here. Maybe allowing their guys to recover after the effort that they've made. Yeah.
Again, you also try and see NCC coming to the front. They're trying to dictate. They're really trying hard to dictate, but it seems like things are not going according to plan. Mazola was in a breakaway, fine, perfect. And their thing, well, after everybody has regrouped. Now you see that again, Toto trying to keep it hard, and I like it. You want to keep the race hard.
Yeah. You
want to keep the race hard. You must never allow opponents to recover and rest. You want to keep it hard all the way.
I think we've got another launch situation happening.
And guess Isaac and who?
Jan. That's Jan. We've got a launch situation happening here. Where Isaac is trying to bring Jan to the front, just essentially launching him out of the peloton. Sfiso from Wuhan is trying to chase, and I think then if this group can come together and work, they can probably go all the way.
This is a deadly combination of Jan and Isaac. We also see again Tlotlo and Freddy Kapai. So there, there's what I was talking about. When you have team members together,
Yeah.
the communication is easy. You can see the communication between Freddy and Tlotlo. Perfect. Also, that looks like it's Fiso.
No, that's Fiso. He's joined by Team Xfinity rider.
A Team Xfinity rider. So again, we can see 3 teams are very dominant. Over the 3, you have ECC, you have Proud Beginners, and you got Vaki, and you have Proud Beginners.
Vugani as well has been
And
very,
Vugani.
very active.
You know, and Vugani have got 3 riders?
Yeah.
3
Just
riders.
about.
There are
3 or
3
4.
riders. No, there are 3 riders. I think it's Fiso, Shoni, and there's another guy at the back there. So I forgot his name. Again, there, Lutando.
Yeah. He's trying to get the action.
He's trying to get the action.
Kicking off. Again, a very good combination of riders here. With just, I think, Baki just missing in the action.
Paul is bringing the Peloton back.
He's working for
Brian, the guy with 50,000 kilometers in his legs, is there. I would have loved to see Mrembula. Mrembula was never in the front.
Yeah, but I think his chance will come. It's still about 24 kilometers to the overall. Race situation so far is we've got Lutando Kaka was in front here. He's trying to get a group rolling off the front, trying to get riders to work, but I think it's all gonna come together.
Yeah, again, Tlotlo in the front, keeping it hard, and everybody. Tlotlo was tapping, calling Isaac to come. Isaac doesn't really play that nicely with everybody.
He's just gonna attack. There
He is gonna attack.
Smart by Sfiso, I think.
Fiso sits.
Yeah.
If this breakaway works, that could be deadly. That could be deadly. And Isaac and Fiso. Again, Tlotlo takes another chance. 20 kilometers to go. Tlotlo, and guess who brings him back again? Isaac.
See, I think a great tactical move by Vugani, I would say, with Sfiso closing down moves and Shoni trying to close down moves. So, they're quite active in this ride.
Yeah, no, they're quite active, including Kepe, Isaac, Shoni, Tlotlo. These guys have been in the front.
I think it's the first time we really see Team Azlal now coming to the fore.
Maybe they are just gunning for the yellow.
Yeah, they're wearing yellow.
You don't have to want to take all 3 of them. You can just gun for one.
Yeah, so they've saved their energy maybe up until this point.
You just need to gun for one.
Yeah, again, no real cohesion, no real effort to try and control the race and set pace. I think the guys are perhaps tired.
Yeah, well, it's not been easy. From Reedflay till this far.
Yeah,
you are 100 kilometers into the ride already, so you can understand that the legs are starting to talk to you.
Yeah, no, we've got a rider in front here as well. He
used to also ride for that Asbu's team.
189.
189.
And we're in conversations with him actually to join the team and see what he can do for us as almost.
Again, Tlotlo with a rider from
Azlal Nawe.
Nawe.
There's been a very, very interesting trend over the past few years. Azlal Nawe is very, very much in front in the last 20 kilometers of this ride. Over the past 3 years, they had Tao in the front, going up steps, setting pace. So I think they go with the same tactic every year. Can it work this time?
My man, we don't know. With the experience that we have here.
There they are.
There they are. Again, now we see Mrembula in the front with Lutando. The guys are keeping it hard.
And it's a headwind going up steps.
Mazola, London. Another Vaki rider. Ntro. And the young man from Xfinity. And guess who's in the front?
Paddy.
In the front. Letlogonolo.
There Mazola goes.
Mazola launches an attack. Who follows? No one. For me, there's a smart move from Mazola. Steps has always been difficult.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
knows
You want to be at least mid steps. At least you want to be mid steps so that whoever comes, you can just sit in the wheel.
And he's opening up a nice gap here.
Open up a nice
And I mean,
gap.
he trains on these roads maybe on a daily basis. So
Yeah, this is him
he
always
knows
in town.
steps very, very well.
I'm not sure why he's looking back. I mean, I would say go. Go. I mean, if you make it to BP,
Yeah.
you're undroppable.
Yeah.
I mean, with the caliber of Mazola.
No, that's true.
If you make it up steps, Mazola is undroppable. So I would say to him, go, don't look back. Just go.
I mean,
Because normally, in most cases, the Peloton don't want to play. with
they
each
actually
other.
don't want to play with each other right
Yes,
now,
exactly.
as you can see.
And that gives an opportunity for you to build a gap.
And I think Tim is doing a tremendous amount of effort here to try and bring things back together. Without the control of PBC, things really go apeshit.
So Xfinity has got 3 riders here. Again, Lutando Kaka in the front. Tim! I'm really happy to see this side of Tim.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a
Tim
climb.
brings Mazola back.
As soon as the road just kicks off to about 3-4%, that's where Tim gets excited.
Yep.
Very light rider. He can produce a lot of power, and he's really trying to string things out. Already, as you can see at the back, there's a few riders
suffering,
dropping and suffering.
And just to mention, the riders that you are seeing, the ladies that you are seeing being passed there,
Yeah.
those were the ladies who did the short distance.
Yeah, and I mean, most of them would have been part of the Matsimela cycling clinic.
And congratulations to Matimela. Matimela is always present,
growing.
bringing in numbers.
Yeah.
I must say, heads up to Kero and the team. They are doing an excellent job. And they always bring the gears.
Absolutely.
They always bring the gears. These other, if they are not riding, they are the cheerleaders. With their pong-pongs, Kabuyelo, making the circle bigger.
Kabuyelo.
There's Tim again. I've never seen this side of Tim, Eugene. I've never seen this side of Tim.
No,
I expect certain things from Isaac.
Yeah.
What he's doing, I expect that. I expect certain things from Jan. What he's doing, I expect. But Tim taking charge.
No, I think
Congratulations to
riders grow, and maybe the racing bug has bit him, because we know Tim and George and Brian, in fact, to be the riders that ride far. They
are distance guys.
Yes, they're endurance and they like the distance. And to see them racing in shorter distances, high pace, with a lot of attacking and surging is very, very interesting.
That variation of distance and short distance, well done to them. I know them also as Bekele, we ride far.
Yeah.
The We Ride Far team. But seeing them doing what they're doing now.
And I think it goes to show that you can do both. You can ride far and you can race at the same time.
You can race. And I think teams must never be apologetic to say that they are racers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because what I've realized over a period, over some of years, is that guys would come and say that we are not racers.
Yeah.
But on race day, you can see them trying to race. There's nothing wrong in saying that I am racing, and whether I make it or not, it doesn't matter. But you constantly take chances. Here's the Peloton going up steps.
I'm loving the face I'm loving the look on Isaac's face here. I mean, sheer determination, and I think he just enjoys putting hurt on people.
Yeah, well.
And in the process, maybe hurting himself.
Okay, here you can see his boo. So his bike was damaged. So Sbu took another. He was put just a bit in the front.
There's your man Mrimbula in the front now, pacing,
going up steps. Mrimbula is very confident on climbs. He's very confident. So again, but he's not the only climber. There are a lot of climbers there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you wanna take chances. You wanna take risks. I mean, you can see Isaac and Jan, they've been taking risks, and Mazola. Whether the risk materializes is another story.
Yes.
But you constantly wanna take risk. Sometimes it's like you're like playing lotto. You just play it.
Yeah,
There comes Mazola. There comes Mazola. Steps is over. Steps is over. Mazola.
What an attack.
What an attack.
Long range.
Don't know why he keeps on looking at the back. Just keep on going.
I think he's here to join Isaac, so I mean...
Let Isaac join him. He must not attack like that. There he says, come, let's go. But do you think Isaac will play with him? Isaac will not.
I mean, he found Isaac in front, so I think it's only fair that they work together.
But Isaac will not, because Isaac knows that, listen, buddy, I'm not here for what you are here for. You want the yellow, I don't want it. I want it for someone else. Because I've got the red already. I'm wearing red.
Yes.
So I would say Mazola is supposed to take charge there. Sometimes
and he is taking charge, to be fair.
Exactly. Sometimes you mustn't pull for and hope that every time you are in a breakaway, guys will work with you. Take charge and go. If they work with you, they work. Whether you burn out, because anyway they were not working with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
back to the Peloton here. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of tired faces, and a lot of fresh ones. Jan looks still fresh.
We don't know what he's saying, but he's smiling. Jan has been smiling right through the race. Hank is there. Ronnie is there. Buddha is catching. There again, another attack from Jan.
Well timed. As soon as the two up front were caught, Jan decides it was time to go.
Mazola follows. Mrembula follows.
Now Mrembula comes.
And guess again, Lutando Kaka. I would have loved to see Mrembula being part of this cat and mouse from the beginning. Because I know what he can do. Ronnie, the workhorse.
Yeah, I think Lutando just rolling off the front again. Are they going to allow him to go for the overall once more?
It's another...
no real chase effort being exerted. So I think he needs someone to go with. I think it's still quite far.
Yeah, I think these boys, for me, these boys are not Rembula has not been active in the front. So he would have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is he wanting to sit behind the wheel? I would say go.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
He's going with Lutando here.
Yeah, make this breakaway to
go.
Lutando has been very active right through, from com to sprint. So you know that the level of energy between you and Lutando might not be the same. So you capitalize on that.
Okay, we're about to take a left turn on Klip Rivier now.
Yeah, we're heading towards Mall of the South. We're heading towards... Again, Sfiso is there.
Yeah, we should get a distance check just to see how many kilometers to go. Just so the riders in front can also maybe... There, 9 kilometers to the overall win.
For me, 9 kilometers. These guys are very strong riders.
Yeah.
They can keep a 9 kilometer breakaway. So it is. We are passing the Tokoza BP. This is one intersection that always gives us problems, and I need to congratulate the organizers who always try and keep it, as smooth as possible. You can see cars trying to run to the front to block other traffic and robots there.
Yeah, I think great day for him. Seeing he was the only almost elite rider in the Peloton, and he's been trying to close moves, get into moves. I think he's had a good day.
So if almost elite was there, full contingent, who would you play for sprint?
I think it depends, I think it depends on the energy levels of the guys, but a rider like Eno maybe could go for the overall. For the sprint. No, for the sprint. A rider like Eno could go. With a good enough lead out, I think he can produce a lot of power.
Why not mentioning Lizzo?
So, Lizzo's based in Durban, so it would have been quite hard for him to come up to Joburg. But
I'm saying, if he was here,
everything comes back together now.
Yeah, so everything comes back together.
As soon as it comes back together, it kicks off again, and the guy getting excited every time is Isaac.
Isaac drank an exciting pour. Because he's been in the front harassing.
I think that was his sole mandate on the day.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you come to WAFA without a game plan.
Absolutely no.
Without a game plan, never.
We spend days on days strategizing on how we're going to play it.
Let's talk about preparation to WAFA.
Yeah.
Do you plan... WAFA, I think teams plan more harder for WAFA than any other race.
There's a lot of team dynamics that happen at WAFA.
Yeah.
And I think it requires a lot of planning.
Yeah.
And preparation, seeing that it is in race season. There's Mrembula going and he's taking Sbu with him.
Taking Sbu. I think Sbu is just taking a chance here.
I don't think so. Remember, Sbu is quite strong, eh?
No, he's a strong rider.
I think he's just maybe lacking teammates at the moment, and maybe the crash could have affected his abilities.
Or maybe he's just there to keep the Peloton going. He's not really contending for anything. But everybody's still here. There. Toki has been quiet.
And
Toki goes.
I think this is why. Because he's saved all of his energy and now he decides to attack.
Toko Zane attacks. Who follows? No one. But anyway, had riders in the front. Remember, we had Isaac.
Yes.
And another rider. I think this is just one of the riders who just again came back door. So Isaac bridges to Thokozani. But I think Isaac should be tired at this point.
I think he's tired. Toki has been chilling in the peloton for a long time.
Yeah.
After the sprint stop.
So I think he managed to reserve a bit of energy. But we'll see how it goes. But again, for me, this is a dangerous break. This is a dangerous solo break from Thokozani.
Yeah. And I think,
well
timed once more, because everyone's tired at this point. Everyone has been attacking. Proud Beginners have maybe exhausted all their men in getting the jerseys till this point.
Yeah, for me, honestly, if ever, remember there's a Team Spirit Award. So for me, honestly,
so that's what they're going for.
I would give it to
but at the moment,
Beginners.
One man is going for the overall win.
Toki.
Yellow jersey on a yellow bike, that could be something.
That's a brilliant combination. The question is, how hard does he want it? And if the Peloton wants it also.
He is hungry for it.
There he comes.
1 kilometer.
1.1 kilometers to go to the finish. What is the gap? You can see again the cars there blocking traffic. Brilliant work from the organizers. Toki coming.
Quite a big gap here, eh? I think he's gonna win it.
No, he's gonna take it. With that power in his legs. No, that guy is well experienced.
Massive gap.
That's a massive gap. Now I'm giving it to him.
Yeah.
Would I have called his card earlier on? No.
I think I would have. I mean, he was one of the big riders that started the ride. He was there, the com. He was very active in trying to get into the right moves. He was practically in almost all the moves. So I think well-deserved win for him if he does go to the line.
I mean, I couldn't even call the sprint.
No one could have predicted that one. Eh?
Exactly. Even the yellow jersey, no one could have. I mean, with the likes of Lutando, Mazola, Jan, anyone can. I just mentioned 3.
Yeah.
I mean, with the likes of London, who just got his fitness back, I think
you're missing Beat here. He could have been the rider, and maybe Sfiso as well.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of riders I think who could have
contested. That's what I'm saying. From the beginning, would I have called his card? It could have been a potential, but not a guarantee.
Yeah.
He would have just been a potential.
What is a guarantee is Toki getting the win, getting the yellow jersey on the yellow bike, He's created a massive gap. I don't think anyone could be coming for him at the moment.
Well done to Turkey. I think that's where experience comes. So for me, I've always thought that WAFA, this one, it was purely based on experience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's strong enough.
Yeah.
So experience played a critical role. It is the timing, knowing when to go, when not to go, how to go. You know what I'm saying? It is all that calculations that played an integral part.
Yeah.
So well done to Turkey. And again, a brilliant WAFA from ECC and the guys that are involved.
So that's it. I think that's all we have for you for the 4th edition of WAFA. The rest of the guys are rolling in at the moment. It was great having you, Donald. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us who do you want to see win the sprint and overall win.
I would want to see Vukani.
We'll see you next time.
I'm a Vukani fan.
Cheers.
Bye.